Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. I'm Kidest, and this is where I share tips, insights, guidance, the latest discoveries I come across from the fields of science and physics to help you create an enjoyable life experience. I usually talk about consciousness evolution, manifestation, what allows you to co-creatively attract and manifest the things that you want, as well as the things that you can do, practical science-driven activities, strategies, and tools you can make use of to develop yourself personally, professionally, spiritually, and more. And in this post, I want to share about a really interesting finding that I came across. Now, I use light therapy, bright light therapy regularly in my life, and up until reading this article, I hadn't known that there were so many different additional benefits to making use of a bright light therapy device. Now, if you're not familiar with bright light therapy, it involves, giving yourself daily about 30-minute sessions with a bright light therapy device. That's typically 2,500 to 10,000 lux in the light intensity that it emits. And what it does is it essentially provides you with the bright light that you need, equivalent to sunlight, to regulate your mood. And living in the Pacific Northwest on the months that, we get a lot of cloudy skies and rain, I found a really noticeable benefit from having one of these devices. So I've been using mine for many years. It's a very inexpensive piece of technology to sort of keep on hand. I have it right by my desk and I use it anytime I notice that I'm not my, upbeat, vibrant, sort of happy vibe self. And it immediately helps me get back to that sense of elevated mood, relaxation. It even improves my sleep when I need it. So this is a device that I've been using based on knowing about the science initially. And I was happy to read recently that a recent analysis of a number of different studies that have studied bright light therapy found that not only is bright light therapy useful in alleviating, sort of low mood in sort of seasonal change related experiences. They're usually associated with seasonal affective disorder, but any sort of low mood you experience because, you're not getting a lot of sunlight can be helped by daily 30-minute sessions by having just this, device right next to you for 30 minutes on. I have it on while I'm doing my work in the mornings, and, presto, with the sort of brilliance of science and technology and mimicking nature's natural medicines, I get all the light that I need. And I was happy to discover that this wasn't only effective in just sort of weather-related changes, that it's actually been shown to be effective in non-seasonal depression and sort of low mood experiences. So whether we're talking about major depressive disorder, if you've been clinically diagnosed with it, or you've experienced prenatal depression or postnatal depression, this device has actually been shown to be effective across all of those different types of low mood experiences that can happen. And I was so delighted to find this, sort of latest discovery in science. I'm always happy when some existing solution turns out to be even more useful for, a number of other challenges that human beings can experience from one reason or another. I, did some additional research and found that bright light therapy has actually been shown to improve experiences across a number of different sort of physiological and mental challenges human beings can experience. Now, I wrote my book, Manifesting Health and Longevity, with the understanding of the importance of health, physical health, mental health, to, not only perform at your best in your personal and professional life, but also to have that baseline of well-being, to sort of feed your effort to co-create and attract and manifest the things that you want. So if we're talking about having a life experience where you're thriving, you need that physiological basis of wellness. That includes mental wellness, that includes physical wellness. And there are a lot of solutions out there that, people don't know about. Now, I used to work in mental health research. I spent a number of years doing clinical studies on mood disorders, on bipolar disorder. That's another thing that the science is showing that bright light therapy can also provide some relief around. And this area of research is something that I'm very familiar with, that I worked in sort of extensively in many years ago. But the number of people that are, that experience challenges with mood may not know about these types of solutions. So one of the things that I talk about in Manifesting Health and Longevity is how there are solutions, and you can attract the solutions you need, these accessible solutions that have already been proven to be effective, and begin to improve your personal experiences of health and well-being. Now, bright light therapy works. The science has been showing this for decades. There have been, one study after another showing, yep, there's an improved in mood, there's an increase in serotonin release in the brain, there's a change to the individual's biochemistry, there's an improvement in their sleep, because one of the mechanisms of action for bright light therapy is the regulation of your circadian rhythm. So you sleep better, you have better sleep-wake cycles, you have increased alertness, you have improved cognitive function, you have that increase in serotonin, so which, is known as your happy hormone, if you will. And there's also indication of neurogenesis and neuroplasticity happening over that extended period of time that you use it for. Typically, the studies for improvement in mood see an improvement after 2 weeks of daily use of a bright light therapy device. And when that's sustained for about 2 months, you have that sort of lasting change in your mood. And it's an accessible device. I think when I got mine, it was under $100. That, that can benefit millions of people that are impacted by that low mood experience for one reason or another. So when I came across this research study, it's cited in a number of different reputable sources, if you will, as well as within the peer-reviewed journals that the studies published in. I went on to see, okay, you know what? So this is amazing, first of all, that 30 minutes a day of having a bright light that emits about 10,000 lux of white light allows you to experience tangible and lasting changes, for the rest of your life, that you never have to experience a low mood because you are making regular use of this technology that's readily available with a definitive science backing its efficacy, as well as experiential evidence, as in my case. I use it regularly, I experience that mood change, and, voila! So I went on to sort of dig into what else this is indicated in, because I know that, if you've been tuning into my channel, I talk about the power of mindset, the power of beliefs, the power of having that knowledge and understanding to support the improved experience you're capable of having from acquiring the knowledge and then putting that knowledge into action. Now, we know beliefs are powerful, so they can, your mindset does influence your experience, but so does the sort of proven methods, tools, sort of practical applications that are out there that you can make use of. So I'm someone who, sort of promotes that full continuum of human capacity, human creative ability, in both your ability to, change your mindset and improve your mindset so that you don't experience the things that you don't want to be experiencing, but as well as make use of the proven tools, strategies, practices that can help you achieve those mental, cognitive, physiological, spiritual improvements that you may want to experience. So I went to do more research, as I love to do when I come across really interesting findings. Science is continually providing sort of evidence for ways we can improve our life experiences on all levels. And I was so, happy to find that there are additional benefits to making use of a bright light therapy device. One of those is pain reduction. I was surprised to see that there are studies that have shown that bright light therapy, daily use of bright light therapy for, 6 to 8 weeks does reduce pain. So if you have experiences of any kind of chronic pain, here's a device that can help improve your experiences there. The other really interesting finding is the improvements in cognitive and sort of motor symptoms in individuals who are, diagnosed with neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. I did not know that daily treatment with a bright light therapy device can help individuals with Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's disease have improved experiences in their cognitive and motor symptoms. So, when we discover these types of solutions that have a measurable, repeatable impact on, your physiological and cognitive processes, that they help you, that there is that increase in serotonin, there is that regulation of your circadian rhythm, there is that indication of neurogenesis and neuroplasticity that indicate that lasting change, lasting improvements are happening at the neurological level. When we have data like that, I'm always curious to see, well, we know it's effective in both seasonal and non-seasonal depression. We know that. This has been known for at least a decade. We also know that, that increase in serotonin has a number of health benefits that are indicated in other studies. So there's always going to be additional benefits aside from that sort of main well-known, proven, positive outcomes that you may experience. So I was really happy to find that, there is improved in physical performance, so athletes can use this to sort of up their game in whatever sport that they're using. Again, that same, 4 to 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks daily use shows improvements at a physiological level. There's the cognitive function improvement, the enhancement of memory recall, your alertness, the quality of the attention that you can bring to your daily tasks. All of that is indicated by just a simple habit that you develop of using a bright light therapy device. Improved immune function is the other finding that they've noted. They think that's linked. Researchers think that's linked to the regulation of the circadian rhythm. So there are additional benefits emerge from these sort of main components of your brain and body and sleep cycle being improved upon from a bright light therapy device like that. So if you are someone who, wants to improve your experiences in any of these areas, if we're talking about cognition, improved cognitive function, improved memory, improved concentration, improved attention, improved physical performance, or improved mood for one reason or another, or improvements in, sort of symptoms related to neurodegenerative disorders, this device is there. It's available, it's inexpensive, it's accessible. You put it on your nightstand, or so that you're getting that 30 minutes first thing in the morning, or you put it by your desk. As soon as you sit down at your desk, you turn it on, sip your coffee, get your morning going, and that's all it takes. Is your body responds to that positive input. Now, if you do want to go ahead and bring this really useful, valuable device that's been proven to have efficacy across so many different dimensions, what you want to look for is devices that have that 10,000 lux. That's the most studied intensity for the sort of brightness, the intensity of the white light that emits, because that's the intensity of light that matches what you would get from sunlight. So I wanted to share that. I'm very passionate about helping, individuals, whether it's my readers, my students, my audience, or my coaching clients. I'm really passionate about helping to connect you to those solutions that already exist the motivation behind me writing Manifesting Health and Longevity is because I know that there are so many of these solutions out there that people may not readily know about. From my perspective, with solutions like these available, there should be, a massive reduction in the number of people who experience mood disorders. I don't think that should be a thing that people experience when there are proven solutions that can alleviate the symptoms and ultimately eliminate their recurrence, because they're changing that capacity for your self-regulation to sort of protect you from experiences like that in a lasting way. So I was excited to discover that it was indicated in, alleviating and ultimately eliminating symptoms from non-seasonal depression. And then, the plethora of additional benefits that it's been indicated in showing me. So many different improvements that it can bring into your physiological and cognitive or mental health experiences. So I hope this was useful. If you know anyone who, has those types of challenges in their experience, by all means, please share this video with them. It's valuable information. It's an inexpensive device that's very durable. I think I've had mine for probably about 10 years. So, solutions are there. You can attract and manifest them, and you can improve your life experience by implementing and making use of the solutions that are here for you. So I hope this was helpful, and stay tuned right here for more valuable, useful, helpful tips, guidance, recommendations, and more. If you enjoyed this tip on deliberate creation, personal development, consciousness evolution, be sure to visit my website for books, courses, and more to help you in your personal development and personal transformation journey.